that we were prepared for, but we didn't execute very well. We knew the slides were going to be coming quickly to, especially our bigger goal scorers, our bigger drivers, and we had a lot of people kind of standing around on the outside instead of going through and making those cuts. And that was something we changed up a little bit, and we got a little bit better at it, but not good enough.
Would you count some of that to, I guess, some of the inexperience, some of the youth up front?
Yeah, I mean, we had three people down today. Casey Kellogg, Emily Von Hollen, and Taylor Albright is one who, really helps us kind of run our offense. She doesn't do as much, scoring goals or anything, but she is the communicator. She is the off-ball person who makes everything work. And we've really been missing her. We missed her at Maryland, but we also missed her today, and especially with a defense that played the way that they did, she would have been a huge help for us.
And then their goalie seemed to be on her game too.
Mm-hmm. She's a very solid goalie. She's very technical. Doesn't move much, and we needed to move her. But their defense helped out a ton too with, just getting to our drivers and getting sticks on shots. And we weren't very tough. That was a piece that we really needed to do better. We were not tough enough getting into that middle.
Rutgers with 31 shots. Pandolf coming up with some big saves. Would you like to see some more help in front of their own defense?
Yeah, I think that we didn't have to give up that many shots. We left some open lanes for them to drive, for them to, get opportunities that, we didn't need to have that many shots on her.
You guys had a lot of free positions, and it looked like on the free positions you guys were looking a lot more for the creative pass rather than going straight for the net. Was that something that was part of the game plan? Or?
Well, I mean, there is with a goalie that kind of stays. You always want to move her. Maris, you can come in. You always want to move her, and doing it on a pass is great. But I think also when you're going in hard, you have to give that little bit of extra. And I think we could have gotten some more 8 meters and been a little bit more successful, but going in hard and, taking a hit was what we really needed.
It also seemed at one turning point, you guys were down 7-4, you had a free position, and it was a false start. What actually happened on that?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had another view, but, those are the uncontrollable pieces of any game. In any athletic contest, you can't control what happens from the officials, from the fans, anything like that. So we needed to fight back, and that was something we got in spells, but not enough.
Marianne, you were able to find some success against the Rutgers defense, but just what was so difficult dealing with them today?
I think, we came out and we were hustling, but I think we got out hustled. And I think, like Abby said, there were spells, we had highs and we had lows, and we just needed a full 60 minutes of everybody and connections, between each end and the middle.
Yeah, Coach, how do you think Marianne played today?
She played great, and that's Marianne. That is her game, and we see it a lot in practice, and today was one of the days where she just broke it out, and you could tell, and she's one, you can see it in her face, you can see it in the way that she plays, in her body language. She just wants it that much. And I think a little bit of even though she's got an extra year, a little bit of a senior switch has gone off for this one, and we need that from some of our other players, even the ones who've got another year to go. And it's all energy. She's a fabulous athlete and player, but when it comes with that much passion, the ball can't not go in. I saw her on the 8 meter, and there was no question in my mind that the ball was going to go in because she just wants it that bad.
Jill hasn't scored in about 120 minutes since the 5-goal game against Drexel. Do you think that she's close to getting to the point where she'll be able to put it back in the net again?
I think so, without a doubt. Our offense sets up every person on our team, and there's opportunities for everyone. And I think, having the ball a little bit more, when you have possession of the ball, you have more opportunities. And I think we turned it over so much that we didn't have the ball enough to get opportunities for all of our players. And I don't think that teams are doing anything, special to her right now. It's just, a little bit getting a little mental sometimes, and you know, but as a team, we need to work together to get goals.
Mary and Coach mentioned how, you know, you're kind of going through a bit of a senior switch. Do you feel like you have to take more of a leadership role just with such a young attack front and just going to that next level?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just recently I feel like I've started to come into that role. But, I mean, above all, like, we need everybody. And there's a ton of leaders on this team, and once we get everybody on the same page and work together, we can't lose.
Anything else?
I'm good.
All right.